So I just took my helmet off and put everything by the bike, and I'm looking for a place to put my tent because I thought maybe I'd walk around and look and see if there's a better spot before I make a decision. Because it's easier to walk around and look than it is to turn the motorcycle around and keep riding that around. But a lot of this land is like not level, so I think I may have one of the only spots. I just don't think it's that I don't think it's that pretty. This area is gorgeous. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but there's mountains off in the distance. This grass is really pretty. I just, yeah, I'm just over there in the shade though, which is fine for me. I don't know, at this point I'm really thirsty and I want to get my tent set up, and I'm hungry, which is another problem because we're not allowed to have campfires, which I didn't even think about coming up here, but there's signs everywhere that say you can't do it. So I might have to cook some thin steaks on with my pocket stove somehow. So anyway, oh hey. Looks like urine in this light. Oh my god. So this one's been a rough one. And the sun is bright. You see me? This one's been a rough one, man. I don't know, the ride just wore me out, and then I got here and it was hot, and I mean, it's beautiful. It's what I expected, but I just don't. Sometimes I just don't feel organized. You know, I'm cooking something I'd never cooked before. I'm setting up a tent I'd never set up before. I arrived here kind of late to do all that. So I don't know. I'm feeling better, for what that's worth. I don't know, what do you guys want to talk about? Just kind of want to hang out right now, and this is the best way to hang out with you guys, the patrons. Which, by the way, thank you everyone who's become a patron. It means a lot to me. I hope you feel that your pledge for this video is worth it. Trust me, I'm grateful for kind of the amount of work that I put into this one. It's just, I think I'm going to stop camping in the summer, period. I think I'm just going to stop, because every time I camp in the summertime, I don't have a good experience. You know, there's bees everywhere right now. There's like 3 wasps flying around the entrance to my tent. And there's ants. Like, it sucks. Even when I lived in Illinois, I'd camp only in the fall and spring. I never camped in the summer. Even if you tried to camp, like because I used to go up to Wisconsin, even if I went up there and tried to camp, the summer you couldn't even get into the woods because there's so much underbrush, you know. But here there's no underbrush, but the summer is still a pain in the ass. You know, it's not my thing, man. It's not my cup of tea. I like to be a little cold, and with cold means no insects, you know, no bees. Hope you guys checked out the Dual ADV podcast, because I think that's pretty cool. I like what Dakota's doing, and I really like Dakota. I think he is on the right track to figure something out. Like, he's good at talking and he's good at vlogging. He just needs to figure out a niche. And the podcast is good. And yeah, I guess, I don't know. I had a good time talking to him, and I hope you guys checked it out, because I feel like I don't know. I like the idea of a podcast because I like the idea of more behind the scenes stuff. Like, you guys could actually get a chance to, in a way, get to know me and get to know other vloggers, and we could talk about things that aren't always appropriate for vlogging about in motor vlogs, you know. And I kind of like that idea, and so for a long time I've been wanting to do one, and I've been putting it off because it's just out of my comfort zone right now, you know, to appear on camera and talk like that. But you know, you guys know me coming out here vlogging on a motorcycle, and so that's kind of the easiest way to do that. I mean, dude, there's like 6 wasps out here right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do if they get into the tent. I'm gonna be bummed out. I think the wasps are stopping me from sitting down because there's too many of them over there. So I'm gonna stand here, I'm gonna light this cigar, I'm gonna smoke it while I finish the rest of my whiskey. And I hate this angle because it makes my chin look funny. That's the best angle I got. Just gonna try to enjoy this. I love smoking cigars. It's just so hard to find the time or the place to do it, you know. I did not cut this one. I'm gonna use my knife. I don't like biting them off because then they can unravel and stuff, you know. For those of you who ever smoke cigars. It's a weird thing, actually, that people even still smoke cigars. It's a weird thing that I enjoy it. I wouldn't say that's so bad for a knife. I'm gonna go sit down with the wasps and see if the smoke will warden them off. Hey wasp, be nice. I'm coming back to my property here. My temporary property. Set you guys up right there. How's that? I gotta say, I don't like this. This is a huge pain in the ass. Which sucks because I'm gonna give this away to you guys. But I'm gonna be honest about it. And the honest truth is this is annoying. Ugh. Gotta tilt you up a little bit. Ah, whatever. Ah. When you just want to relax and you can't because you're working. Well, this is a Perdomo Lot 23. I wish I could tell you more about it, but I don't do a whole lot of research into cigars anymore because that was just something I was kind of into when I was 18. But I smoked so many different types of cigars when I was young. Like, I remember Perdomo was my favorite brand, actually. Perdomo Reserve Champagne is my favorite cigar. This is not the champagne, but it says Nicaragua on it, so maybe the tobacco is from Nicaragua. Maybe that's a cool fact I could share. I just really like the flavor of premium tobacco. Like, I appreciate it, and like I gained an appreciation for it when I was addicted to tobacco, and now I just enjoy it, you know, if I have time to do it. But I could not imagine smoking this on a daily basis. This is crazy. Who has time for this? Whose wife is letting them smoke one of these and smell like shit? I mean, if your wife is letting you, that's awesome, and you've won. You've won the game of life. I'm a little tipsy. I don't know if I mentioned it in the last video, but in that flask, I only ever pour like 3 shots of whiskey. I measure it when I pour it in because I don't want to get super trashed. I've gotten really drunk on these trips before and then woken up and not felt good. And I'll tell you, it is not good to ride out of an area when you're hungover. So if you guys are drinking whiskey and you're camping and you're riding motorcycles, first of all, don't ever drink and ride. The second of all, consider how you're going to feel when you're riding out, is all I'm saying. Like, have a good time, but consider being hungover on your way out, and because it could be an issue. God, that's good. So when I was when I was traveling, I had planned on smoking a cigar. I was like, I'm gonna be on this vacation. I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks. I'm gonna get myself a cigar and have at it. And I never even found time. I ended up buying like a 20 pack of Cohiba minis, and I just started smoking them kind of like cigarettes. Like I'd just be out because like I was with my wife and this girl that me and her used to live with, right? So it was me and the girls, and like we were never in place long enough to smoke something. So I was kind of bummed that on my vacation I couldn't like really sit down. It's the sort of thing you have to do when you're alone, really. So well, I hope whoever gets this in Keo Power Station is pretty happy with it. I think it's a pretty badass first giveaway item, to be honest with you, because it's worth $130. That's a pretty big giveaway item. There's a huge wasp behind the camera. And I'm really proud that I can do that. So August 31st, I'm gonna enter all your names with random.org, and there's gonna be a random drawing, and I will announce the winner. And then in like September or something, I'm gonna give this tent away with a couple of other items that another company sent me, and I don't know if I'm gonna give them away as a bundle or if I'm gonna do like a first, second, and third place type of thing, because they're all about the same value. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that. I would save on shipping if I just put them all in a bundle, though. So maybe it makes sense for me to just bundle them. But I like the idea that more than one of you is going to win some, because there's only 18 of you guys. Like, I mean, maybe when the giveaway ends, hopefully there's more of you. But, I mean, right now, you've all got pretty good odds, I think. Especially those of you in the higher tier levels. The best part about these trips is this. Probably isn't going to work too well on the camera there, but sunsets, man. Sunsets. How often do you get to like really watch the sun go down? How often does that happen? It's one of those things that I think people kind of lost when society advanced. Like we're all indoors now, we're all watching TV, we're all eating dinner together inside of a house, and like we don't watch a sunset anymore. Nobody watches a sunset. Like who goes out of their way to see this? But when I come out to these places, there's nothing else to do. I can read a book, but just looking at the sky for a while, it's pretty much the activity. Well, I think that's all I got. I'm going to walk around and take some pictures for Instagram. And I'll probably go read a book. See you guys next time.